Distinguished Ranking Member.
I thank the Chairman, and as things are often in this committee, I think you'd find substantial agreement on the stated goals, enhancing public participation, transparency, the use of real science and peer review. Those are things, I think, where there is substantial agreement. Unfortunately, these particular bills, for a number of reasons, which we will articulate later with some targeted amendments, don't get us there. One of the major concerns is that people point to the fact that we have not recovered many species, and therefore the Endangered Species Act is a failure. Not a failure, it's a work in progress. Many of those listed species are on their projected paths to recovery, and just a listing and some protection doesn't necessarily instantly bring about the miracle of recovery. It's often a long-term process. There is a very large backlog of applications or pending designations that needs to be worked through. And, I fear that some of the provisions in the bills before us today would actually slow the process down. And again, we will have a bit more to say about that later. The ESA is not perfect. I've been on this committee now 28 years, God forbid. And, we have, at one point, we had one bipartisan proposal. Wayne Gilchrist from Eastern Maryland had a bipartisan proposal, which I supported, to update the law, and I think many of the provisions of his bill would have made it work more efficiently. There have been a couple of other notable attempts, Mr. Pombo and Chairman Young, that never went anywhere. So I appreciate the fact that the committee is not attempting to totally undo the act as has been proposed previously, but again, we would find that these more targeted changes do fall short of the stated goals and objectives, and we'll get into some amendments in a bit. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I thank